So here's the deal. We're now on day 4. And finally, I manage, after some considerable trying, to get outside of the station. And somebody picked me up out of one of the hangars in a freelancer. And so I'm creating a mission to basically pay him for saving me. And then the game just respawns me inside of Levski for no apparent reason. What the fuck? So, yeah. Pretty much the game session began with, once again, me trying to get the fuck out of Levski. It's almost becoming kind of an escape from New York type situation at this point. And yes, I did read the comments and the suggestions, and yes, I've tried, man. I've tried to just get to the ground level elevators and just take the door outside and just hop into someone else's ship. And you know what? I'm not the only one going through this. The only thing that really saves you is just going from server to server to server, trying to find one that hasn't gone completely nuts. And right now, let me tell you, those things are few and far between. You know, some people might say, hey, Minion, just call up a ship and then go to that hangar, and that will make that elevator work, and then you can get out. Oh, well, here we go. Hangar 3. Okay. Let's go to Hangar 3. Oh, doors open. Let's go. Wait. Well, no, yeah, we have entered into a parallel dimension. Yeah, that doesn't work. Now, of course, this is all in the same gameplay session, and this is after a long time trying things. All of a sudden, elevator to Hangar 4 works. But seemingly I just can't spawn a ship in Hangar 4 by choice. So at this point, I'm kind of thinking, if I can just get into Hangar 4 and start asking and just seeing if someone's getting in there. Oh, you know what? There's someone with a ship. All I gotta do is maybe sneak into the back of that Avenger and just stow away and escape. But yeah, no, we're at the point now where yeah, we just can't stow away on people's ships anymore. You know, 9 times out of 10, I'm glad they fixed that. This is the 1 time out of 10 when I really wish they hadn't. But oh, this guy's getting in his ship. Now keep in mind, we've been discussing this in local, and yeah, I'm kind of jumping up and down like, hey, wait for me, man, come on. But yeah, he ain't having it. But yeah, so we've been talking in local now for a while about how all of these hangars are bugged, and Levski is essentially completely not working, at least in this server instance. And yet people just keep showing up at Levski and yeah, getting trapped, as this Mustang owner is about to. Now I was hoping to stow away or at least get a ride from this guy, but no, he you know, I guess he is just too busy running in, but then again, he might not have chat open, so he may not see it. You know, he's a man on a mission, and so if I'm going to want to get out on the Mustang, I'm going to have to come up with another plan. Maybe he can get in and get back out, so I'm going to have to think of a way to stow away on this Mustang without being able to actually get in the ship. Yeah, not the safest plan, but, you know, what can you do, right? I figured at the very least, maybe I can fall off just as he's kind of flying over the lip. If I can survive the fall, maybe I can get somebody to land outside of the station and just kind of pick me up. Maybe that's something that I can do. I don't know. But at this point, I'm getting pretty desperate. Unfortunately, this Mustang pilot vanishes into the limbo that is Levski and never reappears. And eventually their ship despawns. Eventually, however, a savior does arrive, piloting a freelancer, and offers me a lift out of there. Clearly, he's here to try and complete a mission, and I gotta thank the guy. Just letting some random stranger onto your ship, especially the way things are, it's kind of a bold move. So overall, very grateful for this chance to escape the horrible broken shithole that is Levski. I mean, beautiful, fun to visit, but not a place that you'd want to stay. Now, of course, this gentleman was very intent on completing the mission that he was on, so he decided to park the ship outside and try to get inside to complete the mission. And I just was confirming that should he become trapped within the station, which was very likely, and of course we had been openly discussing this in local, of which he was aware of how badly Levski was broken. I was just making sure that if needs be, I could still pilot the ship. Not that I would steal it ever, because that's, you know, not I would never steal somebody's ship. But in case the need did arise, that I could in fact take the ship out of there and you know, escape. Also some handy cargo aboard. Who knows? But no, I'm gonna be a nice guy. This dude's helping me out. I'm gonna be a good guy, and I'm just gonna sit tight and even try to give him some UEC for saving my ass. But unfortunately, I guess he did in fact get trapped in the station as well, and I guess he tried to respawn his ship in hopes of getting access to it again, which immediately, and that's not one of my cuts or fades, that's literally what happened on my screen, and I just got teleported back into the friggin' station that I had basically spent an hour trying to escape. Oh my god. Now, I guess when that guy eventually logged out in frustration, I proceeded to go on an odyssey of logging in and logging out of different servers and crashing in and crashing out of different servers until finally I found an instance where the elevators on Levski were working and the ship summoning ability was working. And with these two things in concert, I was able to finally escape Levski after all this time, though for some reason I can no longer cancel the beacon that I was going to use to pay the guy who came to my rescue, even though he kind of didn't, but not entirely his fault. Now, honestly, like, these things are to be expected. They are, right? These are just functional bugs. These are just bugs that affect gameplay for a short little while. They're not representative of an overall grand mistake that is going to persist within the persisting universe. This is just a temporary situation, be it for a day, be it for a week, a month, whatever, until the bug gets fixed, and then eventually these are the things that will get resolved. So you can make fun of them, you can certainly raise tickets about them, or make YouTube videos about them, as I like to do. And, you know, that's that. I mean, eventually, these are the things that do get fixed. And so they're not the things that I worry about all that much. The things that I worry about are more foundational problems and not bugs. Things like cockpit views, looking at ships and saying, you know, well, if it's got an ejector seat and you're flying over a moon, have you thought about a parachute? Because what would be the point of the ejector seat if you just end up falling however far you end up falling and then just splattering on the surface of a planet? Or do escape pods also contain maybe a little survival kit with some extra oxygen, maybe a pistol and some tools, so that if someone has to use an escape pod near a moon or something like that, then they still have a chance of surviving long enough to be rescued? That sort of thing. Those are the sort of things that concern me. You know, I don't really care how the rifle looks. Is it future-y enough? Is it not steampunk enough? That stuff doesn't matter to me. All I care about is, does it shoot straight, and, you know, does it carry enough ammunition for its size? I mean, certainly a gun that looks like it's almost a rocket launcher should probably carry a fair amount of ammunition if it's actually just an assault rifle and not a bazooka. And with that, I am going to go and get something to eat, get a drink, and enjoy my newfound freedom. Hope you enjoyed the episode, and thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching. So if you want to keep up with the latest and greatest in Star Citizen and Squadron 42's development, please follow us on our social media channels. See you soon.